Welcome back. Road to Funded, day 12. Let's get straight into it. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for following me along in this journey. Hopefully, you guys are having a journey of your own, and hopefully, I'm able to inspire you and encourage you and motivate you and keep you pushing and keep you going and keep you alive, keep you sane. Hopefully, that's what I'm here for. Basically, today I took one loss pre-market. Not the happiest with how I traded today, but I took a loss pre-market, and it was very small. It was very small. As you guys can see, the account balance, I don't know if that's clear on your screen, but this is what the account balance is rocking at right now. That's how the account balance is looking. Small loss, I'm okay to take that, but at the same time, I feel like I just didn't really need to take it. So let's get straight into this presentation. Not going to waste a lot of your time because I value your time. You value my time. So, hey, we both value each other. So took one small trade, pre-market, one loss. Oops. Here's the first entry. I really liked how we had this original consolidation. This looked like a market maker buy model in my opinion, but I will say that this entry was a little bit flawed, or this trade was a little bit flawed. Like, I'm taking an entry all the way up in premium. I feel like we've been over this. I feel like if you guys have been following the series, I feel like we've been over this. I feel like we've been in the same situation over again. So it's a little bit frustrating finding myself coming back to my same mistakes. But I do take it within discount of this just price leg, but even then, like, this isn't really a good entry. I really like the fact that we had this intermediate term low here, and then I was really liking this, but looking back, this is like equal lows, so there's no true manipulation higher. We also do have an SMT at the highs here, but I really like the fact that we had this original consolidation. But I feel like I just was looking for opportunity, especially it being pre-market, especially this trade being pre-market. I do not think that this was a good trade to be in, not at all. Like, this is just too far in a premium. I enter here off the fair value gap right here, stop at the low, and then I enter again on this order block here, and I feel like it was just wasn't necessary, just not necessary. Like, why? There's no need to be in it. There's no need to trade it. And I feel like definitely yesterday, if you guys don't know, yesterday there was a nice opportunity pre-market that I was looking at. I was looking at a nice opportunity pre-market, but it was a whole lot different. But basically, it was a there was a trade yesterday that I feel like I could have taken pre-market, but I never took it pre-market. So then this got into my head. I was like, hey, yesterday we had an opportunity pre-market and I didn't take it. So therefore today, this opportunity pre-market might work out. But no, this is a whole different situation, a whole different setup. And I kind of like yesterday, hey, there was an opportunity I didn't take pre-market. Let's take this pre-market. But no. This is not the same opportunity that we had yesterday. Not at all. But basically, took a trade here and entered, and then I entered again on the order block. I had 3 contracts on this trade, and like, if I'm trading pre-market, I feel like I should just have 1 contract. Like, this isn't a high quality trade. This is not the highest quality trade. There's only like 1 confluence here. I feel like even if I'm gonna trade it, just trade it with 1 micro, and then go on with your business. Take your loss if you win, and take your win if you win. So why I engaged in this trade, I like this idea of it being a market maker buy model. I really want us to return to that original consolidation. But the factor is when time and price. When is time going to align with price? And I was not on the line. I was not on the time with price. As we know, later in the day, we do end up coming to that original consolidation, and we do end up completing that market maker buy model. But it was just not the right time. I want to see us go to that original consolidation. Yep. I like the intermediate term low that we had formed. I talked about that. Subconsciously, that trade that I could have taken yesterday, I got into my head, and I thought price is going to do the same again today. Yeah, 100%. Yesterday, there was that opportunity pre-market. I was looking at the opportunity pre-market yesterday, and I was like, hey, maybe I should trade this. I never ended up trading that trade yesterday. So today I was like, hey, we might be able to have an opportunity pre-market. The opportunity was not there. I took a trade today, and I took a loss, and I'm not too flustered by it. I'm not too down on myself about it, but it's just kind of annoying making mistakes that I shouldn't even be making. But it's up to me to like actually hold myself accountable. And these are kind of like some mistakes that I have been making. Yes, this is kind of a different mistake. Yes, I do like how I was using my fib for the entry within that dealing range, but still not good at all. Not good at all. Why this trade did not work out, we had an SMT at the highs, and there wasn't true manipulation. What I want to go over, or I want to talk about, is like this whole price leg, there is zero manipulation. This is just consolidative action on the higher time frame. This is nothing. There's no manipulation. There's no displacement. This is just chop. There's nothing to trade here. Yes, we do have an original consolidation over here to the left. Yes, that's good. I spotted that. Okay, what does that mean? Nothing, because there's no manipulation. There's lack of displacement. And notice these highs here. Notice these highs here. Lack of displacement higher. We have a high, and we fail to take it. And then we have another high where we take, and then we displace lower. So this is actually us taking internal liquidity here, and then we come back and we take a low. And then I think, pretty sure this might have been the news candle, but we also had news after. Failed displacement higher, like I was saying, trade was taken before red folder news. We had red folder news at 8:30. I took this trade before red folder news, before the news data was even released. I took it on the 1 minute. I was way too zoomed in. I was chasing price. Nothing was really aligned here. I was just taking this trade, just try to take this trade, just try to catch this run. I was like, hey, I don't want price to run without me in it. Oh, this could be a last entry. No, it was not a good entry at all, and I know that. And there's just little simple errors that I'm making that I need to crack down on, and I need to fix, and I need to, that I need to get better at. It's simply just I already went over that. Mistakes that I made. I was chasing price. I liked the model, but I was too one-sided. I was only looking at data that supported one side of the conclusion. I was only looking at data that was long bias. I was only looking at things that supported my long bias. I was only looking at things that supported us going to that original consolidation. I didn't factor in the two sides of the trade, and therefore that's what made me take a trade that I probably shouldn't have been in, and taking a trade just to take a trade. I thought that today was going to be a repeat of yesterday. Yes, every single day in the market is unique. Okay, there was a market maker buy model yesterday that could have panned out. That has no correlation to what price is doing today. Nothing matters. Nothing that happened yesterday, okay? I took a loss yesterday. That doesn't even matter. The price action that happened yesterday doesn't even matter. It does not matter anymore. Anything that happened yesterday does not matter, and anything that happened yesterday will not correlate. Or it will, because it's price action from yesterday, but I'm saying, like, hey, the opportunity that we had yesterday is not the opportunity that we're going to have today. Every day is unique, and okay, since we had a market maker buy model that completed pre-market yesterday, that does not mean that we'll have a market maker buy model that will repeat today. So that's just that flawed logic. And I wanted the market to do something for me. Yes, 100%. I wanted the market to move to that level for me, and I wanted that market to fill me. I wanted that market to get that win for me. But I was not aligning with the market, and I was kind of aligning with what I personally thought and what I personally conceived within the market. I traded before the news, and I was too zoomed in on the 1 minute. I was looking at what the 1 minute was doing. I didn't have that 5 minute, that 15 minute. I didn't have added conviction, added confluence, and there was no real manipulation, which is why I don't like this. So, what to learn from this experience, because there's always something to learn. So, although I took a lot, although I took a mistake, although I made a mistake, like, I am going to make mistakes. There are going to be trades that I probably shouldn't be in. There are probably going to be trades that I didn't take. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still on my 2 feet. I'm still have a brain. Like, I'm here. I got a roof over my head. Like, this is not something to, like, punch myself in the head for. Like, yeah, I'm going to make a mistake. How do I go on from this? What do I learn from this? What do I learn and adapt from this? Okay? Or do I even learn anything from this? Because the worst thing you can do about trading, or within trading, is to take a loss and then never truly learn from it. You can think that you learn from it because you journal, you write it down, you say something about it, but unless you actually change, you're just delusional. And I feel like that's been a kind of a repeating problem and a repeating thing, especially in my life and also within the series. I made mistakes, and I just come in the market and then I repeat mistakes like those. So what is really holding me back in terms of profitability, or in terms of making it, is just repeating those mistakes over and over. I know what mistakes I'm making. I know what I'm making. I know the wrong decisions that I'm making. I kind of know when I'm making them. Like, even within this trade, I'm like, hey, should I really been in this? So I know what's holding me back, but I'm not actually taking my time, or I'm not actually enforcing myself with that. And I feel like that's the worst thing that you can do, is just know what you're doing wrong, and knowing that, hey, I should be doing this, but I'm not. Because that's just going to mess you up. That's just going to set you back within your journey. So what to learn from this experience, every time I'm in a trade, take a step back from the 1 minute and say, is this really a good trade, or does it make sense to be in this trade? Is everything aligning for me to get a good trade or not? If you like a trade, but you know it's the highest quality, take it with 1 micro, 100%. If there is a trade like this pre-market that I'm like, okay, this could look decent, or there is a trade at all, trade with 1 micro. Or maybe just trade it on paper, just trade it on demo. Like, even just me trading this on demo, I have nothing to lose. And I feel like this could have been a trade that I traded on demo, not the live account. And I feel like I was just chasing price. Little mistakes like these are what could potentially hold me back and back and back. 100%. Like I've been saying. Little mistakes, little flaws, little things, the little details, the little trades, the little mistakes are those things that are going to hold you back. And that did hold me back today. And that I can't let these little mistakes add up and add up and add up and add up and add up, because everything adds up. Everything that you do matters, and every single thing that you do matters. And 100%, most importantly, I'll probably have this on literally every single slideshow, but this is just a blip in my career. Don't get down on myself for mistakes. Okay, you made a mistake. Don't punch yourself in the face. Don't say, oh, why am I so stupid? I shouldn't have done this. No. That's just negative self-talk, because this is just a blip in my career. Like, if we zoom out, like, this is not even going to matter within 2 weeks. Like, we're not even going to look at this trade within 2 weeks. Like, I know that I have risk parameters set, that I'm risking accordingly, that, hey, if I show up to the market and I'm consistent with the risk I'm putting on, like, I'm not going to let a diabolical mistake ruin my conviction or ruin who I am as a trader. Like, I'm not going to do that. I used to do that. I used to over leverage. I used to over risk, but I have stuff put in my favor to where I'm not going to let anything really affect me like that. And lastly, what to focus on going forward. Not being so dialed in on the 1 minute. Yes, 100%, I agree. Using the fib a lot more. I will say I was using it for the entry. I took a fair value gap that was in discount of that price leg, but even then, like, the whole parent price leg, I was not in discount. Cutting out unnecessary mistakes and not repeating mistakes, most importantly. What to focus on going forward is cutting out those unnecessary mistakes. Okay, I messed up. We need to actually learn something from this. Every day I want to come in, and then I want to say, hey, here's mistakes that I've been making. Here's what I really want to improve on. Here's my focus. I'm not going to make these same mistakes. And then I'm going to go to the market, and I'm not going to repeat those mistakes, because those are mistakes that are what I've done, and I'm not going to repeat them anymore. I want to focus on market maker buy models and sell models, and that's my main focus. That's what I'm looking for every single day. And also valid manipulation. In order for a model to truly be great, in order for a market maker buy and sell model to be great, we have to have that smart money reversal. That's usually happens when we have a form of manipulation. And most importantly, showing up every single day, showing up and getting better, showing up and getting after it, and showing up and becoming a better trader. And that's all I really have for this presentation. I appreciate you guys not wasting any time. We'll see you guys tomorrow for live trading, and also